It is sometimes necessary to perform system administration tasks or to go around certain restrictions imposed by file permissions, and the only way to do that is to temporarily become the superuser. Here I say temporarily because it's never a good idea to stay logged in as the superuser for longer than required. The command to become the superuser is su, which stands for substitute user. When running this command on its own, we are prompted with a password request for the root user. If you try to input your own password, chances are you will get the following error message. And the reason for that is that by default, modern distributions don't set a root account password in order to prevent any user from logging in as the root user directly, as it would cause a major security issue. Instead, we can use another command called sudo, which stands for substitute user do. This command, rather than granting anyone in possession of the root password root access, will only grant superuser privileges to a predefined list of users. So in order to run the command as a superuser, simply write sudo followed by the command you want to execute. After the command is entered, you will be prompted for your own password this time instead of the root password. To put this into perspective, let's consider the following shell script that simply prints the string hello world. Giving the script full access rights for the owner, which is you, will of course allow you to run it. Now, transferring these access rights over to the group, for example, will naturally prevent you from running it. To bypass this behavior, you can therefore use the sudo command to gain temporary root privileges and run the script anyway. If, however, you wanted not only to execute a command as the superuser, but have full access to a root shell, you could use the following command. As you can see, the prompt has now changed to indicate you that you are indeed logged in as the root user. So whenever you're done, simply run the exit command to come back to a regular user session, but try to keep in mind that the usage of this root shell must be kept to a real minimum.